on off of our website and maybe have a password protected page where we can get to these training areas. So let's get going, and we're going to start with talking about text and mobile marketing. I'm going to share my screen here and get my computer to respond. Okay, let me know when you can see the screen. Is everyone able to see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We're going to start and open up this conversation about mobile and text marketing and beyond, as it's called. The guys who are our affiliate, New Media Technologies from Erie, their specialty is the text and mobile marketing. And really, once you understand, where this is going, and you'll clearly get an understanding that this is where we need to be. With each and every marketing proposal that we do come up with and put together, we should also include a line item or a paragraph about text and mobile marketing. It really is the wave of the future. Let's get going here and talk about, I don't know why my computer's freezing. Okay. There are a lot of stats in this promotion here. I guess they're just trying to drive home the point that a large amount of people across the United States and even globally own smartphones. And really, it's the wave of the future. They're saying by the end of 2012 that most of the home computers are going to be replaced by the smartphone. So that's huge. Now, on this particular slide, percentage that owns a smartphone, you can actually see between age group of 30 and 49, 88% of people own a smartphone, and between 50 and 64, even that age demographic where typically most of those folks would read and listen to the traditional means of media, even they are at 57% ownership with smartphones. So you see how the wave of the future is really going in the direction of the smartphone. You can even see the picture. The slide here tells us the percentage that take a picture with their smartphone and access the internet. So you see, even in the age group between 30 and 49, 43% also access the internet. So that's big. And I bet you by the end of this year, we'll see those numbers jump even higher. Okay, you can connect your potential clients exactly when you want to connect with them and converse with them. 92% of us, that represents 3.2 billion total users are on the smartphone, where 37% are on the home computers or computers at work. So this is a huge market here that we need to now tap into. And we can view it as this is the wave of the future, and this is actually our niche. Not only are we selling social media management, we are also going to heavily promote text and mobile marketing as well. And there are 2.5 times as many users of texting than email worldwide. Texting is the way to go, and you'll see some of the numbers in these slides will tell us how many emails are actually opened in an email marketing campaign versus texting. It's really incredible. 98% of users have SMS, which is texting enabled handset. That's huge. Okay, mobile coupons. Mobile coupons, I'm sure a lot of you have experience with receiving some text notifications on your smartphones. It's becoming increasingly more popular. I stopped into a store once, I think it was Van Heusen, and they had a coupon promotion going at Christmas time where you texted the word Van Heusen to a number and it came back with a $5 or $10 coupon. Well, that's a great point of sale marketing campaign right there. But those mobile coupons, they have a redemption rate of 20 times higher than paper. That's really huge. And how convenient is that? In order for a customer to walk into a storefront and text a text a word to a number and be able to get a coupon right there, right then and there, and then show it to the cashier. That's just so powerful. It just encourages use, and it's proven to be 20 times higher redemption rate than paper. 72% of Americans text message across all demographics, and 67% of customers would like to receive mobile alerts and reminders. And I'm still a high advocate of television and radio and newsprint because I do believe that you still always have to have traditional means of marketing in the mix, as well as text and mobile promotions and social media. But twice as many people text message than own a television set. How many, I know that myself, I don't watch TV anymore like I used to. I find that I'm either in front of the TV or surfing online on my smartphone. That's the wave of the future. Call to actions are very important within cell phones. The way it works, you text a word. That's supposed to say retail. I know that it's double printed there. Text retail to 55469 and receive 20% off coupon on your next visit or your current visit. It captures, basically what this type of program does, it captures the lead generation. Not only will you have the cell phone number, now you've got the email address, and you've got their name and address possibly. And actively you're working to build a database for that company or organization that you then can use in either an email marketing program or text promotions, or both. It's a really great way to encourage engagement and to capture databases. And this just goes to reinforce what I was touching upon, the database marketing. It captures current customers through an aggressive point-of-sale campaign. Those point-of-sale campaigns, what they're referencing is the coupon codes, etc., or text a word to this number to receive a free appetizer, for those restaurants. You can actually incorporate these programs on top of the Dining Burst platform. But most of these, a little bit of warning, most of these text and mobile marketing promotions have to be sent out for bid, even though we have generalized pricing, and we'll go over that in just a moment. It depends on the effort of how complicated it is or what the customer is looking for us to do. But we can basically go out there and give a customer a generalized idea as to how much this will cost him or her. But realistically, when we get to know more about what they're looking for, then we'll hand it over to Craig and Tim at New Media to talk and be in contact with the current customer so that we truly understand their needs and what they're looking for. And we'll let Craig and Tim handle the promotion. Also, the great thing about this is we can just sell it and walk away, because it's ultimately up to Craig and Tim to make these promotions happen and run and make sure the customers are happy with it. So you can also schedule out when you do a strategy for database marketing. You can schedule out. That's what these calendars are showing you, to go at certain times of the month, run different promotions. The possibilities are endless what you can do with this. And all the while you're growing your database, how important that is to a business. This particular slide just shows the mobile marketing makes sense. Say if you had a database of 1,000 customers in that database, and you have a return on investment of maybe you can get to 2% or even higher, maybe 5%. But let's look at 2% for an example. So that's 20 customers you've managed to make a sale to times your average transaction, and that's your rate of return. So even the guys, Craig and Tim, advocate that realistically on a 1,000 customers you can turn honestly 50 customers into a sale. So really, that's got to be worth its weight in gold to a particular customer who typically, would wait for the customers to come to them. And in this particular promotion, we actively go after the customer. We're going after them. We're encouraging them to a call to action, and which spurs on more sales for that potential client. Anybody have any questions so far? Okay. I pay to deliver my message to my clients. Do they read them? Okay, here's reinforcing what I was saying before. 5% of email campaigns are open. I can attest to this because we do some email marketing for some clients. We send out some newsletters. And typically you'll have a database of maybe 200 names. And of those 200 names, 22 of them might be open. So it's a low percentage. It still does work. I still recommend a good blend of email marketing. I have customers also that do direct mail. We create those postcards that go out. Say, take, for example, Decorating Den, Ross and Marie Phelps. We do direct mail for them. But realistically, you're only reaching how many people actively read those postcards before they throw them away. 1.5%. And then print advertising, even less. Because you have to think about who you're reaching in the newspapers. You're reaching the 60-year-old age demographic and up. They are the ones that are still reading the newspapers. But if you're looking to target those people, certainly that's still a viable way to go, but not as effective as the mobile marketing. Mobile marketing promotions come in at a rate of open rate 97%. That's huge. Okay, taking your broadcast media, event, and flyer to your potential customers is golden. Say perhaps you can instantly deliver pictures, coupons, how about a link to your website, and so much more. And why not a video? We talk about we have the capability of producing YouTube videos. Why not link it to a video where they can instantly be seen? We're actively going to promote the Label House in Charlotte, which is a huge nightclub, and we're going to use this. We're going to do a panoramic view of the club in action, and we're going to link it to our text and mobile marketing promotions. But we use this to instantly deliver whatever message it is that you want to get across, whatever special or sale promotion you have going on. It ultimately lands on a mobile landing page. So the third cell phone over shows a picture where we'll ultimately land. And that landing pages are developed by Craig and Tim at New Media. And basically, those costs for a typical landing page will be around $199 and up. Depends on how intricate those landing pages get. But a typical one could run about $199. It is a one-time fee. Okay. 4 ways to build a client database. I actually like this particular slide. Point of sale is one huge way to build that client database. You get customers to text the keyword to a short code. But here's the deal, everybody. Just as if you're building a social media campaign or a new website, you have to drive people to those platforms. So texting and mobile marketing is the same way unless you have captured that database already and then have followed up with a future text promotion. You have to drive clients to where it is you need them to be. So you do that by handing out a flyer to every customer who comes in your location or store, or who is your current customer. You can send them an email. Free item today, text for an instant coupon. We're just throwing out there items, way to encourage enticement. Offer them a chance to win, and use it in social networks, at events or giveaways. Put a QR code. Here's another way that they don't have mentioned here. Put a QR code. Say if you're doing an event and you're looking to give away something, put a QR code next to your fishbowl. Have them text the number to, or just scan that QR code, and it immediately lands after it captures their information on a landing page and opts them into some certain giveaway. Add the mobile opt-in option to your current website. So every one of our current customers who buys a text and mobile marketing campaign will automatically get an opt-in feature put on their website by us or by Tim and Craig. It just encourages more people to go and be a part of this to get instant updates and instant coupons. Traditional media, as we talked to before, is very important. So send offers through existing emails. Add mobile call to action to every advertisement, print, radio, coupon guide, event, etc. And online transactions. Have an auto-checked button authorizing mobile messages to be sent. That's just like the opt-in that we talked about before. People really, they have to opt into the campaigns, especially it is that way in the state of Pennsylvania, and I can imagine it's that way in the other states as well. You can't just spam people for the sake of spamming them to gain business. People have to give you their permission to opt in to receive those promotions. So what does text and mobile marketing campaigns promote? Timely promotions. How about a 97% open rate? Increases frequency of transactions. Click through to shop now. Promote viral opportunities. You can see some clear examples here. If you can read the screen of some examples of how to use these. $15 off any purchase of $50 or more. How about $35 off, $100 or more? So you enter a code. Now we gather their information. Now they're in our database. And ultimately, and the promotion for the gap being done here, it ultimately lands on the coupon, which is 70% off. And that's value added for the customer. They're always looking for the value added. Why should they opt in? You know, you got to give them something. Point of sale options. Why not have the cashiers, etc., in stores or in restaurants hand a coupon or some sort of flyer to each and every customer? Why not table tents being created in restaurants and nightclubs? Text, a certain keyword to a number for a chance to win, yada, yada, yada. Here it says a $250 shopping spree or whatever we can come up with for our potential client, and or receive a coupon for the next visit. It encourages them to come back, or an instant coupon. Really, it's up to us to work with a potential client to see what their needs are and what they're looking to do. Are they looking for instant customers or future customers? And we need to be talking with them, find out what their needs are. And this says you can actively build a database of 10 to 15 people per day per location. I don't think that that's unrealistic. I think that that's very doable. If it had said build a database of 100 to 200 people per day, I would say that was overinflated, but 10 to 15 people per day is very doable using text promotions, etc. Capture web traffic to a database. So just as we mentioned before, we're going to get these text promotions to opt in right on their website. So we encourage them to follow a link, sign up for it, and they'll immediately be registered on their smartphone to receive coupons or special offers. And this is how it's exactly done. You probably all have seen this when we've all gone online to either order something or become, logged in as a user to sign up for a particular website. This is what we're talking about. This is the lead capture information. Just as all those stores are doing to us, we're going to do as well. This is how we are capturing their information by giving us the email address, create a password, there's your mobile number, and then you sign in. Once they do that, we've got them in our database. Typically, in a coupon promotion, the example to the left was how we would see things advertised. Get an extra 10% off online orders by entering in a promo code, and the sale runs between these dates. You can receive 70% off. With text and mobile marketing promotions, we can say Want an extra 10% off? See how, text VIP to 55469, and then you just automatically receive your value added, which is 75% off. 70% off right there on the spot. That's how we use text promotions. Your promotions have to match, of course, the organizational's objective, whatever promotion they are looking to accomplish and put into place, whatever their objectives are. Of course, it makes sense to meet with the client and find that out, and then have new media come up with that certain promotion for that company working within their budget. Now new media can also do that as well. They need to know the amount of dollars devoted to a certain budget, just like we do, in order to come up with a plan that best fits them for us to work within their budget. So you can use texting to send promotions to your database and do more. So once we've got that database in place, it just grows and grows from that point forward. So no longer do we have to go out there and drive traffic to the website, etc. Now we've got a database in place, and we can actively go after those potential customers out there, because we'll actively send that our database a text promotion to encourage enticement. Okay, and then don't take my word for it, wrapping this up. 100 of your clients, if you tell them, and realistically this is true, to follow you on Facebook, how many are going to actively follow you? And we know it's very hard to increase your fan base. You got to be on it every day within Facebook, actively enticing if you want to grow your fan base at a rapid rate. You get 33% of your base of 100 of your potential clients. You get 33% of them from your admin page to your company page. You tell them to fill out some sort of papers to get in their mail, 37% will do that. But if you tell them to text into a promotion, 74% will actively do that. So does anyone have any questions on the text promotions? Is everybody there still? Okay.
I have a question. I'm sorry, I have a lot of background noise. That's why you were muted. But what is the company that we go through to do this?
I'm sorry?
Or do we do it on our own? Do we go through a company to do this?
Yes. There is an actual company that does all of this for us. All we need to do is sell it. So what we need to do is get that potential client in touch with new media, and you can do that through us. They come up with a marketing plan for our clients, and we collect the residual income from this. Now, in order to do the text and marketing promotions, there is a monthly fee on top of creating your landing page. Say your landing page comes in at about $200 to create a typical page, depending on the complexity of what the client is trying to do. There is a server behind this. There is a telephone server. So the gentleman at New Media will collect somewhere between $79 and $99 a month for this service. Now, but the beauty of those text and mobile marketing is, I believe that they can change their text marketing at any point in time utilizing the same landing page. So that's good. Every month you can change it up just a little bit, because you're really just changing your wording, changing the wording on the text that goes out there. So we don't need, as a team, to go out there and actively know the back end of how to create this. We don't have to be that web developer either. We have other people that do understand the back end of how this all works intricately, but we just need to have a basic idea and need to know enough that this is the wave of the future. But I do highly recommend that this is included with every marketing campaign that we have out there. There always should be an update to the website involved. There always should be social media management, and now adding in text and mobile marketing as well. Anybody else have any questions?
I'm sorry, I have another question. So if they already have like a mobile landing page, can we tie that in as well?
Yes. When these promotions are created, we can actively go into their website and post a link for them to opt in to receive text promotions. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, so if they have one already established, we just use that. They don't have to they don't have to make an additional one.
Right. There's not going to be an additional one involved. We just link it to this current promotion that they have going on. We'll put a link or a nice box on their website encouraging folks to sign up to receive whatever promotion happens to be running at that point in time.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Everybody ready to go out there and try to sell this promotion? I think
I'm sorry, Denise.
It's a great
I do have
deal.
another question about the pricing.
Sure.
If you're ready to kind of get into all that. Okay, so can you kind of back it up from the beginning with the pricing of their options?
Sure.
So it's $175 just to create the mobile landing page.
Well,
then I'm not trying to understand the monthly fee and what is included in the monthly fee and how many texts they would get from
if we go back to our
where we would get the leads from.
Right. If we go back to our social media menu that everyone has received as far as pricing, and Tavetta, I'll get you this. I know that we still need to do our initial intake training online, but mobile text promotions, which is here, typically will run upwards of $75 a month. If it's a more complicated text promotion, it could be a little bit more than that. But if you're looking for a guideline to give our clients as to what they typically will run, this is a typical scenario. In order for us to tap into that telephone server, it costs the client at least $75 a month, and it is a recurring charge. Once they do try text and mobile promotions, they're totally going to be sold on it, and they're going to want to keep it going month to month, because that's really where marketing is heading right now. To create that ultimate mobile landing page, let's tell the customer that it will run approximately $175 a month if they're looking for an approximation. But what we do at that point in time, if they are expressing an interest in moving forward about learning more about text and mobile promotions, then notify me, and I will get the client in touch with Craig and Tim to actively, be engaged with the client and find out what their needs are, and then devise a plan to come up with meeting those needs. Does that make sense? So we are actively giving them a ballpark range as to what it will cost. Typically, $75 a month. You got to think of it like a website or parking your car. To put that car in a garage, where's it going to be housed? It costs $75 a month to do that. Mobile landing page, which is what you've seen, which is ultimately you're going to land on the coupon or you're going to land on something that looks like an abbreviated version of your website. $175. I think the gentleman for the nightclub, because it's a more involved plan, came in at $199 to create that site. But yet again, when we finalize our pricing, we'll need to get in touch with Craig and Tim, and that's where I come in. We can have them get in touch with the client, find out their exact needs, what they're looking to do, and then they will devise a plan that fits their budget. Did I answer your question, Tara?
I'm getting there. I might just be slow this morning.
No, it's okay.
I'm looking at the your menu, and it says, I kind of have it in front of me here too on paper, but it says per month charge and includes mobile landing page, $75 a month.
Yeah, and includes housing of the mobile landing page.
Gotcha. So, housing, not creation, housing.
Let's tweak that a little bit.
Gotcha. Now I'm with you.
Housing, just like the hosting for the website is the same way. I'll put hosting of, does that make more sense? Hosting of mobile landing page. So that ought to help you. But most of the clients that I've been talking with lately have been expressing an interest. And this is our niche, ladies. Over and above what separates us from other traditional social media marketing firms, we can offer the text and mobile promotions. When you say that to other people, they get that gleam in their eye. Whether or not they're ready to do something today, you can offer it as a package later on, but it gives them an idea of what we can handle and keeps them informed really what our specialties are. We don't need to know how these programs run in detail. We just have to have an overview or a general idea of sort of how they work. But then we leave it up to the experts who we do have an affiliation with to answer those intricate questions. And by the way, Craig and Tim always say, feel free to call them and I can get you their contact information if it ever comes to that point. Now, any of our affiliates always say that to us. So, anybody else have any questions on this? So let's go down take a moment here and go down our list. Justina, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Do you
I had to
receive?
switch to my phone. I was not getting a good reception. So.
Oh, not a
I
problem.
am here.
You received the email I sent back to you last night. You sent me that template. Good job, by the way. And I just tweaked it ever so slightly. And go ahead and send your prospect list, that potential, first email, that email, introduction email, I guess is what I'm trying to say.